Hi everyone, it's Ed. I want to talk about the two techniques that I had to learn on the drum set to be able to perform the song correctly and some curiosity about the song. I came across Boilermaker while I was working because it was on the radio and I instantly got caught up with the groove because it was very catchy. On the theme of the groove, on the main groove of the song, on the hi-hat movement, the fourth stroke is on the bell or on the middle of the hi-hat. I was getting something very particular. Then I watched the live version and yeah, the drummer is actually playing differently on one part of the beat. That is pretty cool and very unique. The first technique that I had to learn is on the foot, on the kick, on the bass drum, which is the double stroke with a single movement. I was getting conscious that I was getting tired pretty soon while playing the song, so I watched some videos of how to play double strokes with a single movement, and I came across a video that I link in the description so you can watch it too. Basically, if you move your foot like on a wave movement or a whip movement, you get two strokes instead of one, which is awesome. It's used on a triplet feel on hip hop maybe, and this song has a hip hop kind of feel. It's a technique that you have to learn to perform it on the right way. The second technique is on the last part of the song with the drums goes where you're like, damn bruh! It's nothing that difficult. There are plenty ways you can play it. I decided to play it in a way that I wasn't comfortable with, because I wanted to, take the next step. The feel is a triplet feel, again, and starts with the kick, then the right hand on the snare, left hand on the first tone, then a kick again, then right hand on the second tone, left hand on the first tone. So. Yeah, so I started pretty low on the tempo, then I keep raising the tempo until I get to 190 beats per minute, which is the tempo of the song. So I'm pretty conscious I'm not 100% precise on how to play it fast, but still I'm going to practice more. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the cover, leave a like if you did and a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, it helps me to make more content like this in the future. Take a look to my channel too, I'm doing a lot of different stuff, so I'm sure you'll find something interesting. If you already subscribed, a big thank you. I will see you in the next video. Peace!